I am what I am. It was a dark and stormy night, and Popeye, Olive Oil, and J. Wellington Wimpy were battling the fierce storm on the rolling seas. Popeye was the captain, as he always was. Olive rowed the boat, and Wimpy indulged in freshly caught fish from the ocean. Some time had passed before the trio finally reached land. It was already morning. The island into which they sailed was inhabited by Native Americans. Popeye wondered how they would survive on this island before reaching civilization again when he spotted 10 trees. He punched them with such force that they formed a log cabin, complete with a stone chimney. Olive and Wimpy walked up to their new home.
"Come on in for a duck dinner," Wimpy told Popeye. "You bring the ducks."
"Well, blow me down," uttered Popeye in disgust. As Popeye set out to find the ducks, several Indian inhabitants of the island, disguised as trees and bushes, crept up to the log cabin. One Indian in particular approached Popeye and said,
"Hello."
No answer. He tried again.
"Hello!"
Still no answer. The Indian socked Popeye in the chin, only for Popeye to sock him in the nose. "Hello!" he finally said back. Then another Indian snuck up and hit him on the head with a hammer. Popeye quickly countered with his signature Twister punch, which left the Indian with a twisted nose and sprawled on the ground. Further down the road, Popeye came across a pond where he noticed some ducks swimming. However, he also noticed some Indians nearby shooting arrows at the ducks, and unfortunately, some of the arrows hit a duck in the tail. Popeye decided to take action and picked up some arrows from the ground, bending them to prevent further harm. He then entered the pond and retrieved the ducks. The Indians attempted to shoot Popeye, but to their surprise, the arrows curved back and hit them instead. Meanwhile, the Indians were closing in on the log cabin. Olive blocked them from entering by stretching her legs over the doors while screaming, "Oh, Popeye, help!" Wimpy sat calmly on a chair, enjoying supper on the floorboards. The Indians managed to enter the cabin through the floorboards, tossing Wimpy outside and near a cactus. To get even, Wimpy attempted to use the cactus as a weapon by pulling it back and launching the thorns at the Indians. However, the thorns came back with arrows attached to each, landing back onto the cactus. As Popeye made his way back to the cabin with the ducks following him, drawn in by the smoke from his pipe, Wimpy ran up to him.
"Indians!"
he said in panic. As Popeye left, Wimpy's fear quickly dissipated when he saw the ducks Popeye had rounded up. Wimpy couldn't resist his hunger and pulled out a fork and knife, causing the ducks to scatter in fright. Back at the log cabin, Olive was having no end of trouble with Indians. They all made advances towards her, but she defended herself, punching and kicking the Indians out of the way, still screaming, "Help, Popeye, help!" Popeye ran as fast as he could towards the cabin, dodging a barrage of arrows. "You ought to stop that on account of somebody'll get hurt," he said. Upon arriving at the cabin, Popeye tried to enter when a few Indians shot him with arrows. When 2 of them came at him, Popeye used his quick reflexes to grab onto the roof, causing the arrows to hit each other. Suddenly, several Indians quickly joined the fight, overwhelming Popeye with their attacks. Despite this, he managed to break free, taking down all of his assailants with a single powerful punch that turned them into a pile of Native American nickels. After vanquishing most of his foes, there was just one batch of Indians left to deal with. They all launched arrows at Popeye, which had no effect on the mighty sailor. He busted out his can of spinach, devoured its contents, and then punched the remaining Indians in a row, creating a domino effect that knocked them all down.
"Popeye, my hero!"
Olive said with joy, hugging her faithful boyfriend. As the storm passed, Popeye, Olive, and Wimpy were finally able to relax in their new log cabin home. They sat around the fireplace, enjoying the warmth and comfort of their new surroundings. Popeye was still amazed at how he was able to build a log cabin so quickly, but he knew it was thanks to his strength and determination. Olive was grateful for his quick thinking and bravery in defending their home from the Native Americans. Wimpy chomped on a turkey leg, still reminiscing about the duck dinner that never happened.